All right, guys, we want to welcome everybody in to our live stream today. We are here in Northwest Lanes, live streaming the Greater Cincinnati USBC Senior Doubles Shift A here today. We have two lanes as usual here for you. We've got four people on left lane on 13 and 14, four teams, 8 people, so 4 teams on 13 and 14, 4 teams on 15 and 16. So we'll be here for probably about a little over 3 hours today. So strap in if you feel like watching some good senior bowling going on. I'm just here to talk, here to chat, talk about bowling, talk about anything, sports, anything really in general. Have ourselves a good time. See how this goes. I want to thank anybody as they're tuning in, as we're getting this going, as people are kind of stepping up. As we got this kind of flowing through here, we do have get you some names of all the people who are currently bowling. We'll go run through those. On 13 and 14, the top team there is Phil Madison and Gary Bauman. The second team is Debbie Lewis and Delisa Tipton. Then we got John Mayer and Alan King. And Mary Bowman and Yolanda Matthews. On the right lane, we've got Michael Weber bowling with Edward G. We got Jeffrey Daniels bowling with John Murphy. Jerry G bowling with Randy No there. And then Michael Ash bowling with Jeff, I believe Thompson, but Thomas. I think maybe Thomas. I'm not sure. Once that pops up, I'll know that more. It's the only one I don't know right off the top of my head. But we are here watching these two pairs. Once again, we do have the ability to go live. We do have some mobile cameras. If those are needed, we'll be able to go live to any pair that is shooting an honor score. We'll be able to bring that to you guys live. So just keep an eye out for that. As we get towards the end of this game, and as we get toward the end of every game, I will be doing just kind of keeping a pretty open view of the lanes, seeing where we're at, seeing how things are going. And if we need to bring you guys a live look in at another pair, we will gladly do that. Let's see, we are adding up and getting some more people in here on the YouTube side. Same thing over on TikTok, people kind of flowing in and out over there. As you guys are joining and as you guys are pausing to watch and see some of this really good bowling that is going on here today, make sure that you are hitting that like button, that share button, that subscribe if you like what you're seeing. We do this pretty much at least once a week, and here throughout the summer, we're probably going to be in here quite a bit doing these kind of live streams, as well as when we have our normal sweepers, which we normally have on Sundays. We will be live streaming as the stepladder finals of those, which is a lot of fun. With that, I can have some down lane cameras and all kinds of things along that nature. So that's really a lot of fun. So Michael Ash is bowling with Jeff Thompson. He's stepping up here on the top of your screen. So just wanted to go ahead and get that last name in there. I wasn't sure if it was Thomas or Thompson. It was Thompson. So we will be in here. Ledge, W Bowling, their win, I'm assuming. I'm not sure. Welcome you guys in. Again, as you guys are coming in here, follow button over on TikTok, subscribe over on YouTube. Greatly appreciate it. Then also, as you're coming in, if you have any questions about what's going on here, feel free to ask them. I have both chats open, so any questions you guys have, any topics you want to talk about, I am available and free to have those discussions. Let's see here what Michael is able to do here on the top right of your screen. Oh, that wrapped in there. That's the one thing playing that down and in line. You're going to run into an issue with if you can't get it to turn the corner quite right. It's going to leave those 10 pins. The pattern is on our normal house shot. I don't believe that they've modified it this year. Sometimes when we have this tournament in here, they will modify it, whether it's adding a little bit of volume, adding or taking a foot off. But I don't believe that we modified it this year. So it is just our standard house shot. So that is out there. This also is a handicapped event, as well as I do believe that there are multiple divisions, but I'm not certain on that. At some point throughout this, I will be trying to see if I can get a leaderboard so we can kind of see what some of the scores were being shot, because this is the third and final day of this event. They had 2 shifts on Friday, 1 shift yesterday, and then we have 2 shifts today. Walter, this is a tournament in Fairfield, Ohio, just north of Cincinnati. This is actually our Greater Cincinnati USBC Association Seniors Open, the senior doubles. So we do have that going on here today. We have 3 games of bowling coming in for you at this 10 a.m. shift. We'll take a little bit of a break, re-oil all the lanes, and then we'll be right back out again at 2 p.m. today. So feel free to watch as long as you want. Go about your day, and if you get some downtime again, pop back in, check in with us. I see we are up to, we have 4 people over on TikTok. We got 71 over on YouTube. So make sure you guys are following. Let's see how high we can get that TikTok number up. See, also another thing we like to ask sometimes is where's everybody watching from? I do see JT Teeters in the TikTok side over there. I'm not sure if you're still there, but JT, actually, we were live streaming yesterday. We were up just a little bit further north in Dayton. We live streamed the Miami Valley USBC March Madness tournament. Had 126 bowlers, cut to 64-person match play, and JT Teeters actually ended up winning that one. So if you're still in there watching, congratulations on that win yesterday, JT. If you guys want to see some more bowling, obviously after this, feel free to check out our. If you go to our page and click on that live button, you can see the semifinals and finals from yesterday. Those were some really good matches. The semifinals came down both matches came down to the 10th frame. The finals, I believe it was 8th or 9th frame is when that one decided, but still really, really good bowling over there. So feel free to check that out once we're done here. There you go. Welcome in from California there, Hip Hop. Always good. Yeah, old school one-handers are always fun. I don't believe that I've seen anybody two-hand bowling in this tournament, but that's not to say it won't happen. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say a majority of these people are going to be one-handed. Probably 99% of them. We actually have just about a full house in here today. We have 32 lanes in this bowling alley, and we have teams on 28 of the 32. We have 4 teams on a pair across all but one. So you figure that's 16, so we're using 12 pairs. 48 teams, 46 teams, because one pair has 3. So 46 teams bowling today. That is a phenomenal turnout. So you figure 46 teams, you're looking at 92 bowlers in this building today. So really want to thank all of the bowlers that came out to support this event. Really want to thank all you guys watching out there, giving this a shot, spending your Sunday morning with us. Welcome in from Michigan, Ledge. Welcome from California. It's early out in California. It's what, 7:30 in the morning over there? Oh, big shot there, just off your screen on 13 and 14. Actually, on the bottom of your screen there. Getting a good shot. John able to get himself a nice solid strike there. Let's see what Yolanda's able to do here. Just as a check, are you guys able to hear me okay out there, because I had TikTok trying to tell me I was a little bit loud. So I did just want to check on that as that's coming through. Am I coming through clearly, or does it seem any distorted at all from being a little too loud on my end? Just let me know. Jeffrey seeing there, that ball really took off on him on the back end. John Mayer going, oh, leaving that split. And guys, we definitely want to welcome you in. Welcome you here. I am supposed to have a partner in the booth today. He was supposed to be here at 10 a.m., but as is classic form with him, he is not. Thank you for letting me know the audio sounds good over on YouTube there, Hip Hop. That was very helpful. Got some pretty good bowlers in here today. Like I said, I will be keeping an eye on the scores. Got a handful of people still with some fronts going. Got a couple of people on their screen right now with some fronts going, so see how long they're able to get. Most people so are in here. If you want to, yeah. See where my partner in the booth is. All right, I have his girlfriend calling. So we'll see. All right, Gary, let's see a strike here. Get in there. Ooh, had to hit the 8-pin twice there. That could have been interesting. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Oh, yep. So my partner for the booth is on his way in now. He went back to bed, as I figured he was going to do, but that happens. All right. Let's see what we're able to do here on the right lane there. Mr. Michael buried that, getting himself in second strike of the game. Debbie cleaning up that 10 pin. So what's out there? Another question. I'll throw some questions out to you guys. What is your current, if you guys are bowlers, I mean, obviously, if you're sitting here watching this, I'm going to assume that you bowl at least a little bit. What is your current ball of choice? What ball are you guys enjoying the most right now? What balls are you like enjoying throwing? Let me know that. We just have some discussion on different bowling balls, things like that. It's always fun to start some bowling conversation while we're watching some really good bowling. See if Jeff is able to get that more to the right and hold. Much better shot from Jeffrey there on that right lane. He seems to like the right lane. Left lane may be what's giving him trouble. All right. Oh no. Oh, just off your screen on the bottom left there, you can see it. Pocket 710. Never fun when you see that. You heard a few people gasp at that one. All right, Mary, let's get ourselves another double. Or let's get a double. Hey, get that double. Get away with it. Right through the face, but it fell. Call that senior carry. They may not like it, but that's what I call it. Another good shot there by John Murphy. Gary G able to get himself a solid strike there. He was just bowling in our Wellman construction doubles last week, so he's back again. I'm sure a lot of these bowlers were here over the last few days, bowling other shifts of this event. It's a great event, great turnout that we've had so far. And again, if you're a local senior bowler in the Cincinnati area and you're in the Greater Cincinnati USBC Association, grab yourself a partner and come on up to bowl the 10 a.m. or the 2 p.m. shift. We still got some spots available at 2 p.m. So if you guys are wanting to come on up, come on up and see us. Sign yourselves up. Have a good time with us. Always great. See how many people we can get into these events. Like I said, if you guys are enjoying what you're seeing, go ahead and click that follow or that subscribe button. We do this pretty much every weekend, most every Sunday. We have some sort of a live stream for bowling going on. Some of the cool things that you'll see. This is an open style event, so we try and get a couple of pairs out there to try and show as much of these bowlers as we can. Let you guys see all of them. But the other thing that we do that is a lot of fun, and honestly, I enjoy doing these because these are an opportunity to just talk about bowling for 2-3 hours at a time. But then our other main thing that we do, and that's what we did yesterday, was we'll live stream some singles tournaments or doubles tournaments that have a step ladders or a um, finals type things where it's match play. Some match play tournaments. And those are a lot of fun when we have those on. I really enjoy that. If you guys go back into our history of the live and check out some of those, you'll see we are able to, with being able to have some wireless cameras, we even have a down lane camera. So as the ball goes through the pins, you get a close up of that. I really enjoy. That was a fun one when I figured out how to do that. As well as we have cameras that zoom in on the score. I mean, I know the score is on the screen now, and you can kind of sort of make that out, but we have some zoomed in ones for match play. So just a little bit different format here. But again, like I said, it's better. We felt it was better to get two pairs out there to show you guys as many bowlers as we can. Um, our goal here as we move on, I have some thoughts. I have some ideas on how to make things more interesting. Maybe even getting as many as two more pairs out there. Because, I mean, really, we're only limited by the number of cell phones we have. Because if I'm being honest, that's what we're using. Our camera on the bottom actually is a Sony Handycam. So that is the only, or on the top. The top screen is actually the Sony Handycam. The bottom screen is actually an old Google Pixel 7 that I've got hooked up. So we're using a wireless cell phone and we're using a Sony Handycam for this one today. Got a couple of other cell phones available. One of them is our mobile camera. That's what we use to go as we walk around and bring you guys, like I said, anytime if anybody's on pace for a 300 and they're not on a live stream pair, we will be able to go to that pair and bring that to you guys. Just making some adjustments here to this. All right, guys, just making. Yeah, it has been a long time since the last sweeper, Gavin. And I mean, really, it's going to be do have one next week. The 29th, we have one, but that is also probably going to be the last one we have of that for quite a while as well, sadly. But it is what it is. We'll deal with that later. I mean, as that comes, we'll kind of be with that. But like I said, we will have another live stream, um, another one next week. Like I said, so after next week, we will bring that back in. But then after that, we'll probably run a sweeper on Easter. So that one. But after that, we probably won't have a normal sweeper in here for about 7+ weeks because we will be having the Ohio Women's State um, Championship in here. So that is going to take up quite a bit um, of time there. So 6 weeks of that. We'll be live streaming several of those shifts. So tune in for that. That'll be a lot of good bowling as well. But yeah, so that will hold us back on running sweepers on our normal Sunday time slots. But once the summer rolls around, we will be hoping we are fairly certain that we'll be bringing back our Sunday night sweepers. So those will be good to see those coming back in. So we should have those most weeks along with our normal day sweepers when we're available. But through the summer, we have a lot of other tournaments and a lot of events coming up. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Just everything that we're doing is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be in the booth a lot this summer. So keep an eye out for that. It'll be a lot of fun. And guys, I see we're up to about 50 over on the YouTube side and got 3 people over on TikTok. That is not how that works, Gavin. At least I don't know if it will work the same way this year as last year. But last year, what we did was we actually put our mechanic in charge. He is the one. He knows the machine. He knows the oil machine. He knows what its capabilities are. He knows what its capabilities are not. So he was able to kind of mix things up, and he knows bowling pretty well to be able to mix things up, put some good patterns out there, some tough patterns, some slightly less tough patterns, but still very difficult. And really just had a lot of fun with it, picking the patterns that would work well on our HPL surfaces, along with what our oil machine is capable of doing. So definitely having that. So that is probably what we'll do again, but I have not confirmed that with Wayne. I will talk with Wayne about that, but that seemed to work out pretty well last week. Like even Wayne and I didn't know what it was until the mechanic let us know that Monday or Tuesday. I think that Tuesday is typically when we announced what the pattern was going to be for that Sunday night. And for those of you listening, there you go, Jay Trader. Head on out there and get some bowling done. It's a good day for it. Actually, here in Cincinnati, we actually are going to have potentially our hottest day ever for March 22nd. I think I saw it was supposed to get up. We could get up in the upper 80s today. I think they're calling for mid 80s. Yeah, fine. Tab coming through and saying the solid. The quality's gone up now that I got rid of the dead weight. He's going to be really having fun when we bring in my booth partner here in a little bit. Wayne, if you're watching, Tab said you were dead weight. I don't think you're a dead weight. I think you're a perfect color commentator. I'm the tech guy. Wayne's the commentator. But Wayne is off enjoying his son's 10th birthday party today. So want to wish a very, very happy birthday to Aiden. And I know they're over at Urban Air. All right, just let that. Yeah, Yeah, we did have snow, I think. Yeah, definitely last Monday. We definitely had snow last Monday already. So in less than a week, we're going to go from snow. Actually, last Sunday, it was in the mid 70s. Last Monday, it was snowing. We actually had a full dusting of snow on the ground Tuesday morning. And now on Sunday, we're talking about hitting almost 80, upper 80s. All I can say to that is welcome to Ohio. Welcome to the Midwest in general. Anybody out here in the Midwest, you know exactly what I'm talking about. One of the things I still remember that was a lot of fun was when I was in college, I went to a football game. I went up to Kent State, which is in northern Ohio, up just south of Cleveland. And throughout an entire, I'm off to look for that. Oh, yeah, that is a bass spare ball. On the bottom of the screen, spare ball with a big old bass on it. I had not noticed that. Thanks for pointing that out, Gavin. That is a new one for me. But that is hilarious. They got all kinds of different spare balls out these days, and I'm sure that one's a little older. It's all kind of fun things they can put out there. But yeah, that one football game that I went to it live. We had bright, sunny, nice day, a thunderstorm, a snowstorm, all in a matter of a game of one football game. And I think we even had thunder snow during that game as well. So that was fun. Welcome in, Mr. Wayne. Are you guys over at Urban Air yet, or are you guys still getting ready, waking up for the morning and getting yourselves over there? I'm guessing you guys are just getting up and working your way to make yourselves over there. I'm guessing you guys are probably going over there a little bit later this afternoon. And I'm sure you saw, Wayne, that my prediction was correct. There is no partner at the moment, but my substitute partner is on his way in. Had to call him and see where he was. Against again, we do have some great bowling going on in front of us. Looking around the center, most people are starting to get we have people as far as the seventh frame. Oh, we did have a game finish down on the end. We do have a pair with 3 teams instead of 4. No honor scores down there though, so we'll be bringing that to you. Another two pairs with 3 teams, but again, nobody on any fronts down there. Didn't miss anything there. I'll let him know he's in trouble when he gets here, Wade. Or you can comment if you're still watching. You can let him know. Yep. Yeah, my favorite on the spare balls are still the most recent ones. Is the clear. The sport ones are definitely fun, but I've really enjoyed the clear with the storm core. That's the storm logo in the middle of it. The black breast cancer awareness one, that's the one I've been throwing. That's really good. The pink one was really good. And then Storm, I guess, kind of took that idea because they have some out now that I think I've seen a few people throwing them. They had the white um, core with the Storm logo in the middle of it. It was clear with a big Storm core logo in the middle. And then now the new one it seems like they have this year out is the green one. It's clear with the green logo in the middle. That's a lot of fun. I did see that crystal one. I don't even know if it was meant to be a spare ball. I think he literally just decided to make a clear crystal spare ball or crystal ball. I don't even know that did he end up putting fingers in that? 'Cause I thought he was just throwing it without even like it's just a perfect sphere that he didn't even drill anything. Because I think it was a different material, and he was nervous if he drills it. If he had drilled it, that he was gonna crack it or something. But maybe it's something different. Actually, yeah, the soccer ball was a good one over there, Wayne. It was JT's still throwing that. He threw that to win that event yesterday. We saw him throw that. You were there. We saw him throw that down the lane a few times. Yeah, the soccer ball is a good one. But yeah, that storm. I really do like that new storm. The one with the green cores. That's a lot of fun. Yeah, Gavin over on the other side, Wayne was saying apparently he made another one that was just a clear, more plastic one that was able to be drilled. So he did have a crystal one, and then he had a non, I guess, just a solid plastic, super full clear. Speaking of, I'm thinking that's what I'll do again this year. I was trying to decide what I wanted to do because they didn't have a breast cancer spare ball around or anything. So this will be a good segue as I do this. So one of the things that we do have coming up here in a few weeks is just speaking of, we have doubles here. We have our Just Curate doubles tournament coming up. That will be one as soon as the women's state championships are out of here, which will be May 16th and May 17th. May 16th and 17th is when we were going to have that Just Curate doubles, and that is a wonderful charity event. It is going to be, I believe, the 7th annual Just Curate doubles. 7 or 5, I can't remember for sure. Wayne, let me know if it's the 5th or 6th or the 7th. I think it's the 7th, and that will be benefiting the Carry and Fund, which does a lot of leukemia research. It's been at, actually, I do want to say this is the 6th year, because I want to say it was at Coleraine for 2 years, Gilmore for 2 years, and I think this will be its 2nd year here at Northwest. So I think that, unless it was at one of those. And so it'll be interesting to see, but that event is coming up. Feel free to sign up. We have 3 shifts for that. It'll be $90 entry for your doubles partner. It is going to be on a house shot, and 80% of 220 for the handicap for that event. But we have a lot of fun with that. $5 from every team goes to the charity, as well as we're going to be running ball raffles all throughout. We've been posting them on Facebook. We're going to have raffles in the building. We're going to be running 50-50s. We're going to be doing all kinds of things to raise money. Just trying to get that going, get that in there for that event. It'll be a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun with that, and it's a really good time. I've got a couple of ideas of things that I may do there, so I won't necessarily say for sure on that what I was thinking about doing, but we'll just have to see what comes through that. Actually, no, yeah, I won't do that. Maybe I'll do both. I'll do both instead. But yeah, one of the other things I am going to do, since I did that last year, I'll go ahead and make that announcement now. I'm going to talk with Wendell here at Strikers Pro Shop and order that new Storm Teal spare ball. Since there is not a breast cancer awareness ball this year, I'll order one of those and I will throw that into an auction. So you heard that here first on this live stream. We will have the teal Storm bowling ball in there. I'll see if I can find a picture of that so that I can throw that up there for you guys who haven't seen that. That's a good ball. I saw a few people throwing that yesterday at the tournament up at Polking. So, like I said, I'm trying to find a picture so that you guys see that. Getting a lot of like fuzzy photos, so sorry guys. I'm just working my way trying to find a good shot of this ball. There's one. All right, guys. I'll add that in there so you guys are able to see that. Sorry for a little bit of a. There it is. So that's up there on the screen. So that is what we will have. So for those of you who haven't seen that, I will be donating that ball to the prize fund. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure you guys come in and put your raffles in if you like that ball. I think it looks pretty cool, so that's what I'll be putting through there this year. As well as I do have some other ideas that I have to talk with Wayne and Bill about, but other ways to get some money, raise some funds for that charity event. But we will have all kinds of raffles. I know last year, I know we just got the Dayton Dragons. They donated a 4-game ticket pack, or 4-ticket package with 4. You get 4 tickets in the lower bowl, as well as 4 hats with those tickets. So that'll be available for raffle. We've reached out. We've got a care package coming from the Cleveland Browns. I know that'll make some people in this area unhappy, but it'll make some people in this area very happy because we have some Browns fans down here. We've reached out to the Bengals, the Reds, the FC Cincinnati. We've got some signed bowling jerseys coming in. We've got a bourbon basket. That was a huge, huge hit last year. So that was a ton of fun. We're going to have tons of different things here. So definitely come in for that. Again, that is the Just Cure It Doubles. That will be May 15th and 16th. So even if you can't find a partner to bowl with, come on in and have some fun. Buy some raffle tickets. It'll be a lot of fun, and we'll be really enjoying that. We'll be doing a telethon on our live stream here, asking for donations and things like that, seeing what we're able to get, what we can get. If we can, we can. If not, oh well. But, there goes that Jerry G throwing his bass spare ball, covering that 10-pin up. Yeah, Gavin, it seems, they put out some pretty cool balls out there, but that one, I like that clear ball. It's always fun to see some of those clear ones. But yeah, we'll see what we're able to get and see what's able to come through. But yeah, they've got a bunch of different really nice bowling balls out there. Well, and have fun at Urban Air there, Wade. I know you probably won't hear this. You probably already set off, but have fun. All right, guys. Once again, we want to welcome you guys in. For those of you just tuning in, I see we're still in the mid 40s here on YouTube. So thank you guys for tuning into this. This is the Greater Cincinnati USBC Senior Doubles here just north of Cincinnati in Fairfield, Ohio. Do have some really good bowling going on in front of us. John, again, like Gavin said, that 10-pin really slowed him down there. I believe that was the only person left on fronts. So that no 300s going so far. So no mobile camera this game, but hopefully we'll see that soon. The mobile cam is always fun to get out and walk around. Well, good luck, Gavin. Hope you bowl well, and hopefully it's a little better for you after your 578. But I know you'll bounce back. You'll figure out what you need to do, and you'll crush them today. So good luck over there. Let's see if Mary's able to pick up that spare. Good job there, Mary. On the bottom of your screen. See what Edward's able to do up here on the top right. Come on, Mr. Ed. Get in there. Oh, just cut in a little bit on him. See if his partner's able to get himself a solid, or not his partner. Next guy in. Jeffrey. Oh, nope. Still just cutting in on him a little too strong. All right, there we go. Ed covering up his spare there. Jeff able to cover his. Oh, no. Oh, I was nervous. That had cut too far, but he covered it up. See what we're able to get here. Yeah, my class coming to say hi, Mom. Oh, he's up there. He's bowling on the bottom right of your screen, or top. Well, top right. He's on the bottom right of the scoreboard. Oh, Malika's your mom? Yeah. Saying hi to Malika. All right. Jeff, this is Yolanda over there. Good shots. Let's see what Randy's able to do. See if he can keep this 278 going here. Nice little down and in. Oh, I jinxed him. That's my fault. Sorry, Randy. Blame me. All right, back, guys. Sorry about that. Just a second. Had to adjust a wire real quick. Make sure everything was still good. Everything had power. Keep making sure that the phone that we are using is powered up. Probably could be without the wire, but I'd rather keep as much on it as possible. Keep it going. Oh man, we got Austin Kloss in the building. I wonder who's here watching. We got Austin up there, Rick McCormick up there. Let's see what they're doing. Austin up here with Millie. That's who it is. Nope, I could be wrong. Too many names. Alrighty, keep this going here. Alright, as we're coming up, finishing up this game here. See what we're able to get. Let's see who gets the best see on the live stream. Neo showed up. I have a partner again.
Testing.
Yep, there you are.
Hello, Steve.
Hi, Neo. Welcome.
Thank you.
I knew I should have bet. Knew I should have bet on that.
Oh, 100%. I woke up. I got Kaylee here on time.
Yeah.
And then this slipped my mind.
Yep. Yeah, that's what she said. She's like, he got up and moved his car this morning, and then he went back to bed. It's like,
yep.
Wayne told me, he's like, Neo's going to be in the booth with you tomorrow. He said he'll be there at 10 a.m. And I laughed at him when he said it.
Yeah, I told him, whether, hey, I'm sorry for last week. I was tired as hell.
Yep.
Like you need to plan this for me. You can't just do it day of after a long night and then plan for it and everything. And here I am still, exactly an hour late.
Yep, rolled in right at 11. Perfect timing. That's what it was. You thought it was 11, not 10. That's what it
Yep.
was.
See,
Yeah.
sleepers on Sundays, bowling at checking at 11, bowl at 12.
Yep.
That'd be next Sunday though, right?
Yes. I think we're going to have a regular sweeper next. Probably going to have regular sweepers the next 2 weeks, if I had to guess. Just because normally we do run a senior sweeper the first Sunday of the month. But the first Sunday of next month in April is, number one, it's Easter Sunday. So I think we're already probably going to be limited by the number of people we can bring in. So if we limit it again by making it seniors, I just don't know what kind of turnout we would get. Number two, we had a senior sweeper to start this month. We then had a senior singles tournament in here the following week.
Yep.
Then we have the senior doubles here 2 weeks after that. So, I mean, no negative at all is meant by this, but I think the seniors have had enough to bowl in this building. So, and kind of like to Gavin's point, to my point too, we've only had, I believe, two or three regular sweepers all year so far in 3 months. And so we've at this point I think we've had 2 senior sweepers and 2 regular sweepers. So
I think we had a sweeper and then the Scotch doubles.
Yep, we have had a Scotch doubles. I want to say we had 2 regular sweepers in February, though.
February? Yeah, ever since I got off Sundays, you just haven't been able to bowl sweepers.
Yeah. But yeah, so those were there. John finishing off with a 259. Really, really good game for him. Everybody's starting to write down their scores. Phil Madison over there with a 190.
So what is this event?
It is the Greater Cincinnati USBC Senior Doubles.
Senior Doubles?
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep. So Senior Doubles is in here today. So they bowl in 3 games and move on. Or really not move on, but then that's just it. So high scores win. Paying, I'm assuming, top 1 and 6, 1 and 5. I'll check for sure with the tournament office, but that's just how it kind of goes. So we have a 10 a.m. shift and a 2 p.m. shift today.
Wow.
Yep. That's a lot of fun.
With the 250, who's his partner? Is that the one with the 157?
Across, yeah, the 161.
Ooh.
But this is a handicapped event, but I don't know what their handicap is. So hopefully Jeffrey's given him some handicap there to really add to that score. Yeah, those are from last week.
They're all scratch.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of familiar faces, a lot of good bowlers.
Oh, yeah.
How was it 2 weeks ago? Was it filled like this? Filled to the rim?
2 weeks. Yeah, maybe a couple less. I think we had 3 people a pair for the senior singles. I think we had about 2 to 3 people per lane. Not here. We're getting 4 a lane, so this is definitely a little bit more. I think people just enjoyed bowling doubles. They come in with their friends, everything. Just have some fun with it. So just get a little bit better turnout in the doubles than you do in some of the single events. But still had really good turnouts in the senior singles 2 weeks ago. And then, as like we alluded to, we had our Wellman Scotch doubles in here last weekend, and that was a sellout. But the morning of, a team was unable to make it. Something came up, and they just weren't able to make it in. But we had sold out that event, but only 63 teams actually showed up. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure
it is what it is. No control over that.
A team backed out, and then they found a partner, and then another team dropped out. Yep. Or someone was.
Yeah, we had a few. We had one person who had a partner, lost a partner that like a day or 2 before, found another partner, lost his partner again. But then, luckily, it worked out for him that somebody came in last week thinking that the regular sweeper was going on. And so he
that was true?
Yeah. So he came in thinking he was bowling the regular sweeper and saw it was a doubles and just hopped on with the guy that lost his partner. So it worked out.
It's only $15 more. It's fine.
Yeah. And then another guy, he was supposed to bowl with somebody, and he fell out on him. And so his mom, who didn't even bring her equipment, jumped in and bowled with him for the event. So that was nice.
I love that.
Yep. All right, let's see what Mary and Yolanda are able to finish off with. Get that. Oh, just didn't quite turn enough. Came in a little light. Let's see if Michael's able to double the 10th, get himself into the 200s here on the top left of your screen.
That's good.
Oh, there it is. That'll do it. Now just needs 7 more to get himself into the 200s.
He's mad at himself. He's like, why couldn't I do this earlier?
Yep. We've all had those
Oh,
thoughts.
100%.
Yep.
Fortunately, Mr. Jeff with a 167 finish.
Yep. It's a little
Do they
uncommon
move
for him.
pairs?
Nope. They'll stay here. So these 8 teams are the ones we'll have for this whole shift. So I see once again, guys, we got 30 people over on YouTube and 1 person still hanging out over on TikTok. So as you guys are sitting there, feel free to ask us any questions you may have or let us know where you're watching from. Always free and open to answer some questions or talk bowling or really anything, sports, anything you guys want to ask questions on. Oh, Yolanda, let's see if she's able to pick this up. She's a righty, so maybe. Yolanda Lumpkin. Oh, didn't quite hook enough to get that to cover it. Michael finishing himself off, getting himself to 203. Partner getting himself a 167. That right side of 15 and 16 just really didn't seem to hold up their end of the bargain.
No, it did not.
But again, I don't know what their handicaps are. I don't have that right in front of me. But let's see if Mary's able to throw a strike to finish this game on. Turn that corner. Oh, just a little light again. But if you're going to leave a split, that's the time to throw it.
Exactly. Especially leaving a slow score like that, this is going to be about the time where you want to figure out a new line or a different ball and figure out what you're going to do for the next game.
Very true.
So where is Wayne this morning?
Wayne's it's Aiden's birthday tomorrow. And so they're having his birthday party over at Urban Air. So that's where he is there.
He's hitting double digits.
Yep, he is. He's hitting the 1-0 tomorrow. Welcome in from London. So the doubles, Kopek, basically all doubles are is you just pick a partner, you bowl with that person. You both bowl 3 games, and your total with handicap that determines who's the winner for this. So again, they've got 5 shifts total for the weekend. I believe they may even have different divisions. I know for the singles they have different divisions. I think they have that for doubles. So seniors in bowling or anybody over the age of 50. So I believe divisions are every 5 years. So 50 to 55 is one division. 56 to 60 is another. I think it's 50 to 55 or 50 to 54 maybe, and then 55 to 59. 60 to 64, 65 to 69, 70 to 74, and then 75 plus. 75 plus is seniors, super seniors is what they're called.
So you're saying I can bowl at 2 o'clock?
No.
Have you seen my back pain?
That doesn't matter.
Oh,
I've seen your driver's license, which I haven't seen, but I know it's less than 50. It does not say 1976 on it. I can guarantee you that.
Ooh, 70. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm not even half of that age.
Exactly. So yeah, but they have the doubles, so it is just total plus their handicap. The handicap for this event, I believe, is 80% of 220. So add that in, and whatever the total is, the high score is the winner. And again, I think they're paying out 1 in 6 or 1 in 5. So as long as you're in the top 20 to 15 to 20% of all participants, you will end up making some money. Debbie, just getting that a little bit outside on the bottom right of your screen, but didn't leave anything too hard to make, so should be good to go. See what her partner's able to give her there. Okay. Get in there, Delisa. Nice. Get that 10 pin out. Good shot. So, with all the leagues coming up, how many leagues are you planning on bowling in this summer?
I plan to bowl at least 1, maybe 2.
Yep.
Would love to get me into a sanctioned league, but if this all dependent on my work schedule. I get off
Yeah,
at 8 o'clock on most nights.
makes sense. Yep.
But how about you, Steve?
I'm probably going to be bowling in 2 leagues if I had to guess. I'll probably be doing for those in this area, we are doing something new here at Northwest, um, a trio scratch league on Monday nights.
He told me about that.
Yep. Yeah, so I am going to be doing that. So for those in this area who are looking for something like that, that's fun. What used to be here is Strikers Pro Shop here at Northwest Lanes, and a sponsor of this event, sponsor of a lot of our events, sponsors a summer league. In the last, I want to say 5 to 10 years, that has been a challenge league where every 2 weeks it was a new sports shot or challenge shot was put out. Make it difficult, give people the opportunity to bowl on some harder patterns than house. However, for whatever reason, that league just was not bringing in quite as many people as it used to. I think one of the big reasons for that is there's a bowling alley in this area about a half an hour from here on Tuesday nights. They run a very similar league in a trios, and that league is like sold out. They have like 30 something teams in that. And so I think it just people who want to bowl that's where they go. So with the numbers dwindling, they decided to relook at what they wanted to do. They still wanted to do something a little different than just a standard handicap league. So that's when they came up with doing a scratch league. So that will be starting on Mondays. The last Monday in April is going to be the meeting. So if you are interested in bowling and you got 3 people that want to bowl, feel free to come on in or reach out to Northwest Lanes, reach out to myself, Wendell Barger, myself, Steve Watson. That's who I am. I guess you guys hadn't said that. Wendell Barger, who is also going to be helping run that league. He's the owner of the pro shop here, and Wayne Arthur, the night manager here. Reach out to any of us, and we can get you that information, or just show up on the first month or last Monday in April. The one caveat to that is there is a handicap limit or an average limit for that thing. Your team total average, if you add all 3 of your averages together, cannot exceed 675. So that's 225 a man.
Among good people.
225 a man, or 223. Yeah, yeah. No, 225. 225. It's 225. 25 times 3 is 75.
Oh, you said 675?
Yeah, 675.
I thought you said 667.
No, yep, 675. Yeah, 667 would be different. Yeah. So that's a 225 average a man. And really, it shouldn't be too difficult, but we just didn't want to get a team that comes in here with 3 people averaging 240 and not really have a chance.
It's like guaranteed money.
Do I think that Rick McCormick would do that? Because he's obviously one of those people who averages 240 in this house. No. But we just wanted to not get some team that rolls in here and just steamrolls everybody. So, but yeah, I have some feelers out. I've got a second, and I've got some feelers out for a third. So we'll see how that comes out. The person I just asked today, it would be actually really funny if they accepted, because our team average would be exactly 675.
So now you're drawing a fine line there.
Right up to that limit. So I know myself and Tyler New are going to be bowling together. He was my partner in that challenge league last year, so it made sense to give it. So it's just trying to find a third now. And just so you guys know, just to kind of put that out there, the cap on that is based on your 24-25 average, and it's composite average, not your high. So you do get to use that composite, which actually worked out really well for me. Wayne says good morning. He says you're late. Good
morning, Wayne. Oh, okay. Yep.
Wayne, okay. I told him I should have bet money on it yesterday.
Yeah, I came here for a Sunday sleeper, and guess what? This is senior doubles.
Yep. But yeah, so that 675 is based on your composite average, which worked out really well for me because I had a high average at 229, but my composite is 221. So worked out well. So I think my partner is a 226. So that had us, so we can get up to a 228 average. Anybody, we have to keep it under 228, which
It's
there aren't a ton of people over
very
228. So,
very easy to find around here.
yep. But I've got some feelers out. We'll see what happens there.
I need to find me a league for the summer that starts a
Yep.
little bit later, like around 7-ish.
I mean, that league does start at 7. Just FYI.
I'm the only one closing on Mondays of all days. Mondays.
Oh, yep. That's no fun then. Sorry
No
about that.
fun. I know.
Yep.
I was bummed out, or I would be there.
Yep.
Kicking your
Yeah,
butt.
because you guys, you've done the Challenge League the last few years, haven't you? Or did you do it last year or no?
I did it.
I know you did it 2 years ago, but I don't think you did it last year because it was you and Mello
No,
2 years ago,
it was
wasn't it?
me and Mello 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that league.
Yep. Definitely taught you what the difference between a house shot and a sport shot is, though. You
I
knew
think I
that
averaged like a
early on.
164 in that
Yep.
league. It was rough, but it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yep. Yeah, so to that point of, like he just said, I think I'm typically in this building the last 2 or 3 years, I have been averaging about anywhere from 221 up to about a 226, 227
You're a scratch
on a
build?
normal. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I've had that for a while, but then in that sports shot league, that really I think I averaged in the 187, 190. So that'll show you right there how much of a difference there is from sport shots to house shot. It's
So is
really
it rule of thumb between house shot and sport shot is take your average and minus by like 30, 40?
Yep,
So
it's
you're up
about
there around
30.
there.
Typically, because there is a conversion shot. So if you, it's rare, but it does happen. If you do run in, typically what we actually end up seeing that with is college bowlers, because college bowlers, all of their tournaments are on like a sport shot type pattern.
Yep.
So when they come in and all they have is a college average, we have to convert that. And USBC actually has a conversion chart where it says, okay, if your average is this on sport, it's this is what you use if it's a house event. And for the most part, it is right around 30 pins. It's about 15 for challenge shots, and then it's 30 pins for sport shots. And for those of you who don't know what we're talking about when we're sitting here talking about sport, challenge, house, all that, really what it is, when we say house, there's actually another definition for that. The true definition is recreational pattern. And so what that is with the oil goes out. Typically what you see on a standard house shot is a lot more oil in the middle than on the outside. So that gives you a lot more forgiveness. If you miss it outside, it's drier, it's going to hook more and get you back to the pocket. If you miss it inside, there's more oil, it's going to slide down more, it'll still hit the pocket. And so what you'll see out there, like I believe our house shot here in this building has a ratio of 13 to 1. And what that means is there is 13 times more oil in the middle of the lane than on the outside of the lane. And so that just gives you that much more forgiveness. To be labeled as a recreational pattern, anything with a ratio higher than 8 to 1 is called a recreational pattern. For a challenge shot is anything, I want to say, between 4 to 1 and 8 to 1 is a challenge shot. And anything under, it's either 4 to 1 or 3.5 to 1, I think, is labeled as a sport shot.
Very fine.
So, yeah, it's just the labels and definitions on exactly what that is to table the difference. Once you start getting down into those lows, because some of those sport shots can be as low. I mean, there is a pattern out there for those who don't know. It's called red square, and that is literally a 1-to-1 pattern. It is dead flat, 40 feet of oil, the exact same, 40 feet down the lane, exact same oil on every part of the lane. That one is terrible. I think the 2 weeks we bowled on that, when that was put out there, I think I averaged 150, 160. I got it a little better. I think 1 week I averaged 140 and 1 week I averaged like 170, 180, but it was still, it is a brutal, brutal pattern. And that's what a lot of times happens when people sit there and bowl in a casual league on a normal night. They'll watch TV and be like, well, I can throw that. No, you can't.
Nope.
No, you cannot.
No.
And honestly, even on TV, what they do is totally different than even if you come in here, throw a sport shot out and bowl on that. It's even way different than that because with the amount of revs that those people on tour are throwing, they change the lanes so much faster than what the average bowler does. So they're constantly having to move, constantly having to make adjustments. And not only that, but if you're coming in and bowling a league, you're staying on the same pair. You break it down for yourself, you're good. That they're bowling 8-game blocks, changing pairs every single block, bowling 3 blocks over 3 days. So they'll put in anywhere from 6-game blocks to 8-game blocks. So they're putting in anywhere from 18 to 24 games of qualifying for a standard event, a PBA.
That's
just that is a lot of bowling.
Yeah,
so again,
it
we've
shows
got
how consistent you have to be.
Yeah.
To be up there.
Oh yeah. Do have some good scores still coming in. Like I said, I am keeping an eye on everybody. Seeing some good scores down there, but not seeing any fronts on our 2 pairs that have 3 teams on them that are moving a little quicker than the teams with 4.
We have front 3 and front 4.
Yes. We do have that. Yep. Yeah, but I am kind of keeping an eye on that as we go through. Like I said, if something does come up, we have the availability and the technology to go mobile. We can go to that pair and bring you guys that live as if somebody is shooting for that 300. And as we get into that 3rd game, if there's anybody who's got a shot at 800, we will bring you that live from their pair as well. So I'll definitely be keeping an eye on that. Yep. We got to get it because last week when we had that, no one pulled that off. Oh. So I think there was one 800 that we just missed. I think it was also because the camera that we typically use broke last week. And so I had to pivot and try and figure out what was going on. And at that time, I was only able to use one cell phone at a time. And so that cell phone became the live stream camera. And so I was trying to kind of rush it, figure out what I had to do. And so that was the one reason we missed the 800 last weekend. But we're set up. I could run as many phones as we have. And we have 3 phones. Well, really, we have 4 that we could use. And as many as 5 if we needed to. But for now, I think we do have, right now we only need 2. We have a Sony Handycam running what you see as the top lane there. And then we've got a cell phone running what you guys see on the bottom of your screen there.
Oh, they're different. Whoa.
Yep.
We got technology.
Yes.
Y'all just keep improving after I leave, huh?
Well, I mean, we've always used mobile cameras. So typically, we'd only ever used one, and that's why I only had it set up for one. And that was our downlane camera.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that was the one that was set up for one because we used to have a Sony. We have a Sony Handycam. We have a cell phone that we use downlane, and then we had a Sony ZV-1 camera. Which anybody watching, if you've ever dealt with a Sony ZV-1 and have the issue where I turn it on and it just constantly turns on and off, the lens just constantly goes in and out, it will not do anything else. Anybody listening, if you know how to fix that, get in touch with me and let me know. Because I've Googled it and I am out of ideas. So if anybody knows what to do to fix that, please let me know.
We'll pay you with a high five.
But, yeah, so we'll see what's going on here. All right, Jerry and Randy, let's see what you guys are able to do. I jinxed Randy last game, so hopefully I jinxed him again this game. According to Wayne, though, if it's before the 6th frame, it's not our fault.
Oh, okay. That's cool. But the big 4, though? Ball things?
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, he had, a miss in the 1st frame and then had the next, 8 or 7, I think. Hey, see, I didn't get Jerry. Jerry was able to power through. And so I was like, all right, Randy, let's see if you're able to finish out this 278. The second I said that, he wrapped a 10-pin. I was like, all right, that's on me.
Oh, I remember one of these. I think it was it the New Year's Day? No, it was the New Year's Day. I think it was a regular sweeper. I had a 9 spare in the 1st frame in the 1st game, and then I had the next 15.
Very nice.
After that.
Yep. Always fun to do that. The Veripapa 300, I believe, is what that's called. When you get 12 in a row across 2 games.
Called what?
It's called a Veripapa.
A Veripapa?
Veripapa is actually the last name of a bowler from a long time ago who He was a trick shot bowler. I don't know if you've scrolled through YouTube or TikTok or Reels or whatever. If you've seen the black and white photo of the guy doing crazy trick shots, that was probably him.
Huh.
Yep.
Interesting.
And so for some reason, it's called a fake 300, but a very Papa 300 is the big one for it. I actually managed to pull one of those off yesterday. That's the only reason I know the name, because I looked it up. So I was like, what's this called? Because I went 10 pin, strike, 10 pin, changed balls, and then shot the next 14 strikes.
Nice.
Yep.
I'll
So
say,
that was
imagine
fun.
having 290 your first game and still ending a series with a 684 scratch.
Those are fun. That's still not terrible, though. I
Not
mean,
terrible.
the worst, and he has no problem with us talking about this because he laughs about it and he laughs at himself. But we had a bowler in here shoot 300 game one.
Okay.
And he shot less than 600 series.
Hold on. I do my trusty old math right here.
Yeah, that's less than a 150 average the next two games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick
So
math
you
right
go
there.
from 300 the first game to averaging less than 150 for the next two games.
Either you had too much to drink after 300
I was
or...
going to say, the thing, if you talk to him, he will be the first to let you know that Crown Peach was involved. And a lot of it. That was Mr. Michael Brumley, and he blames Mr. Terry Creech Jr. for the next two scores because apparently he was the one supplying the Crown Preach throughout the night.
That's Mikey and Terry for you.
Yep. Actually, Mikey is the person I reached out to this morning, and I'm assuming he's still sleeping.
Oh, Mikey.
Because he is the one I was reached out to see if he wanted to be our third for the Trios Scratch League. And he has a 228 average.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be a pretty solid team, but
it'll be a very good team. One day I'll be a scratch bowler.
Hey, you just had your first 300, what, a few weeks ago? Or
that was February 9th.
Yep. So, yep. Just a little over a month ago. So, again, congratulations on that.
I appreciate it.
Yep. Then you just said, what, you just had a 290?
290, yeah, 2 weeks later, 290.
Yep. So what was your series when you shot the 3?
755.
There you go. That's solid.
I think I went 257, 300, and 190.
Nice. Yeah, that transition's it'll jump on you real quick.
Oh, yeah. I was very happy the transition was the third game. That the second game.
Yeah.
I was holding on the left lane, I was holding the one line for the whole entire first and second game. I was praying that I was gonna hold on my 9th frame before I went to the 10th. And it held.
Yep. Yeah, I am the same way. I bowl a league here on Tuesday nights on the same pattern that you guys are seeing out here bowled. And I went back and looked because it's on League Secretary, because we use leaguesecretary.com. I don't know if you guys bowling always use that, but it's a wonderful website. It lets you see a bunch of different statistics and things like that. And it'll even let you see if your league uses it. It'll tell you your average for each game. And the last 4 years that I've bowled in that league, my third game average is at least 10 pins lower than my first game average every year.
Huh. I guess that tracks. Yeah.
Yep.
The first game is on Friday nights. The past few weeks have been either 240 or 250.
Yep.
And then it's a 220, and then thankfully it'll hold for 200, maybe a 190 in there.
Great shot there by John on the bottom of your screen. Getting that buried, that shot.
I'm waiting for an email for my ring.
Oh, yeah. That'll take some time. Yeah. I've still got to figure all my situation out. And it's been like 3 or 4 years, and I just haven't taken the time to figure it out.
What situation?
Because I still need my 800 ring.
Oh.
Yeah, I still don't have that. Something happened with me submitting my first one and the paperwork. It didn't go through right. Something didn't work right. And so then that went through and it didn't work. And so then I shot a few more since then, but I wasn't applying to get a ring. And so my second one I shot technically went in as my first one when it wasn't my first one. And so I've got to figure out what I need to do to get that situated and get that through. And I just haven't taken the time to do it. But I do want to get that, because then that way I would have 2 300 rings and an 800 ring. The only reason that I have 2 of them is because my first 300 was actually done as a youth bowler, and that was
Oh,
when USBC, before it became USBC, or before they just combined everything, they used to have a separate association for youth called YABA, and that was
Java.
the Youth America Bowling Association. And so when I bowled my 300, that still existed, and I got a ring from YABA for 300. And so
That's
then when I
cool.
got back into bowling years later as an adult and shot my 300, I got to get a USBC
Hmm.
300 ring. So
I was told
lots
to
of
get
fun.
into the TNBA as well, as long
Yep, you
side
can
of
get some of that.
USBC.
Yep. Yeah, I've heard about that. I have not gotten into that one either myself, but I have heard that's a fun association to be involved in also. We
I'm
do have a
pretty
lot of
sure
bowlers.
they a lot more rewards in the USBC as
Yeah.
well. Like, they have like yearly reoccurring
Mm-hmm.
rewards for you
Yep.
for your
Yeah.
past honor scores.
Yeah. I know a lot of people in this building do get into the TNBA. There are quite a few that are a part of that. We actually are grateful enough to host the TNBA Queen City 9-pin no tap tournament here in July. We have
Ooh,
2
that is coming up.
weekends every year. Yeah, 2 weekends in July. It's a 9-pin no tap. They do that to raise money for their youth division, their youth scholarships, they're that type of thing. They use
That's
that
cool.
event to raise money for that. That's always a lot of fun. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be the
That's July.
first 2 weekends in July is when that
Hmm.
typically runs. It might be a little different this year because I think if the 4th of July falls on a weekend, they kind of adjusted around that.
Do
And
we have
this
anything
year,
in June?
June, yes. So we have something all the time here. So June 13th and 14th, we actually have the Strikers team challenge in here. June 20th and 21st, we have the BMB Gear doubles event in here. And then on
Or
June
BB?
27th, that Saturday, we have Strikes for Alley, another charity event that's in here. So we have quite a few things in June.
So I'm pretty sure April is Women's State.
Yep, Women's State is in
Then
here from the 11th all the way through the end of that.
May
May,
we have the
we
just Cure doubles,
yep, I had mentioned that one. Yeah, just Curate doubles coming up May
15 and
May
16.
16th and 17th.
Oh,
I thought it was 15th and 16th too.
I thought it was 15 and 16 too.
Why is my phone saying 16th and 17th?
Wayne.
It is the 16th and 17th. Okay.
Huh.
Yep.
Oh, maybe that was the Scotch doubles.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe I think maybe
that was the
last year it was
15th.
the 15th and 16th, maybe or something. I don't know. But it's the 16th and 17th, whatever that
Yep.
middle Saturday and Sunday are.
And then we
But then
have
after that,
June. Those events that you repeated before,
yep.
and then
And
the
then
July.
July, we've got we have something every single weekend in July that isn't the 4th of July. Because the 11th and 12th, Queen City No Tap, 18th, 19th, Queen City No Tap, 25th and 26th. This is a really, really, really fun one. We have the Herschel Lawn Care Match Play Tournament. That is
Yes.
coming back for its second year. That one is a ton of fun. If you guys don't know, if you guys weren't a part of that last year, that one is a 64-person random draw bracket. So you sign up. We do a random draw the Friday night before the tournament. And while we're doing the random draw, we are doing a Calcutta auction, which is a ton
Calcutta.
of fun. Calcutta auction, what we did last year, and we'll do it again this year, which hopefully, I mean, we should. Once we sell that out, that Friday night, we run a Calcutta, we run a draw to see what your is, because it is a random draw match play. There is no seeding, there's no qualifying. The seeding is all random. So, but in order to combat that, it's double elimination. So if you catch somebody really good, and you get 2 chances. So, but we do the drawing for the seeding on that Friday night before the tournament, and while we do that, we do what's called a Calcutta auction, where anybody who's there, and we live stream that and allowed people to bid and on that as well. They are able to bid on that, and you're able. What you do is you bid on the bowler, and so there would be people bidding money, trying to win money on that. And so then from there, what we did is we took all of the money that was bid and on that auction, 90% of it goes into a prize fund. And
Ooh,
if your bowler finishes in the top 4, you get a piece of that prize fund. And so
that's
it's a
really
lot
cool.
of fun to be able to bet on bowlers and do that. The 10%, when I said 90% goes into the Calcutta prize fund, 10% of that money goes into the tournament prize fund for the bowlers. And so it's
Yep.
just a little bit of something to where the bowlers, I mean, you're bidding on the bowlers. It's
Mhm.
give them an opportunity to add some money into that tournament as well. But then the other caveat with that is if you bid on a bowler, the bowler is guaranteed the option to go in half with you on themselves. So, like, if you win somebody for $100, that bowler has the right of refusal to pay you $50 and take half of that prize fund. So, if somebody doesn't bid on you, or if somebody bids on you, you can go half with them and split the money you win in the Calcutta. The other option that anybody's allowed to do, you're allowed to just buy yourself. If you want to win yourself in an auction, you can win yourself in an auction. We had somebody last year do that. Brent Schroyer did that. I can't recall for sure if he won the event, but I know he made the finals. And so he walked out of that day with a lot of money. I want to say it was well over $2,000. I think he ended up winning because he
Ooh,
won what he was able to get out of the tournament, but then two, he got that in the Calcutta as well.
yep.
And so he bet on himself, and it was a very good bet.
Yeah. I was out of the bowling scene last
Yep,
year, summer slash spring. Then I heard about it a few months ago. I saw the big bracket board that was made up for it and everything. I'm
yep.
like, what is this?
Yeah, we still
So
have
I'm
that bracket
very
board ready
excited.
to go.
Very excited to be there this
Yep,
year.
yep. Yeah, and for those who are interested, you can reach out to myself, Steve Watson, or Wayne Arthur to get signed up for that event. That will be on some kind of a easier challenge shot. It's not going to be it'll be probably a 6 or 7 to 1 ratio challenge shot is probably what we're
Ooh,
going to be putting out there.
a little
So
bit
it'll be a
harder than a modified house.
little bit different than house. Make you hit your shots, but still give you some forgiveness. Just not
Okay.
nearly as much as a house shot will. But yeah, so that, and then the other thing is that is handicapped when it is 80% of 210. So since it is on a tougher shot, we do bring that down just a little bit, and so it does kind of lend itself to a little bit better for those scratch bowlers, but also you still do get handicapped. You still are able to come in here. You just have to beat your average by a little bit more in order to kind of
Usually
step up
20,
there.
30 pins, and
Yep,
hopefully if someone's not shooting 270 or 300, you
yep.
should be good to go.
Plus, like we had talked about earlier, challenge shots traditionally are viewed as 15 pins less
Yep.
than a house shot. So if your typical house shot is 220, 210 makes sense to lower that down because if you do have a scratch bowler coming in here bowling it, they're probably going to be 10, 15 pins less. So it makes sense to drop the handicap by that same amount.
Yeah. This is a very well thought out tournament.
Yep.
A lot of money to be
We
made.
Yep. Yep. Wayne's
Very
been running
cool.
tournaments a long time.
Yeah.
So he's been in the
Hearing all
bowling
the
scene a
information
while.
about it is
Yep.
very wow. I love it a lot.
Yep. Yeah, it's a lot. That one's a lot of fun. That was the first time we had ever done that was last year, and it was a whole lot of fun. We like coming up with a lot of different types of events and things. Just keep it interesting, keep it fresh. A lot of fun.
We need to enter a low ball tournament.
Oh, it'll be back. I just got to figure out and pick a date. That's the one that I run. Odds are that will be in July. It did get delayed last year. There was just a lot kind of going on last year. Yeah, work got a little crazy for me last year, my day job, and so it fell through the cracks on me. This year, it will be back. So we'll see it. My goal is probably to try it, have it one of the Sunday nights of the TNBA
Mm-hmm.
9 pin, because I always felt like that was kind of a fun way to do low ball.
Yep.
Was after you have a 9 pin tournament where you never have to shoot at 10 pins,
Yeah.
go ahead and throw a low ball on it right after it. You have to hit a 10 pin every time. So
Yep.
it just makes it. I always thought irony of that was funny to me. So I'm going to try and probably run it one of those 2 Sundays.
I
I'll
did
just have to
enjoy
look at
that.
my schedule and do it then.
Yeah.
Yep.
But having it in the evening was very fun.
Yeah.
I do enjoy those.
Yep.
But yeah, coming in from not shooting at 10 pins to strictly
Yep.
have to try and attempt to shoot at 10 pin for at least every frame that you're bowling in.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I think I ended up running it in the Sunday of Thanksgiving this past year. Is when I ran it that Sunday night, Sunday after Thanksgiving. But
Yeah, that sounds right.
yeah, because that was the one. Because we always the issue is with running anything on Sunday nights here is we have Sunday night leagues. So we can't really run too much in here. One of them is in every other league, and then another one is every week, but it runs a little bit less of time. So, and we were off for the weekend of Thanksgiving, so it worked out.
And we had, I believe, 14 lanes for that. The 14 or
We have the whole house we can use. We just typically it doesn't sell out.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
yep,
I think you had a decent turnout last
yeah,
year.
it
A
was
lot of
decent.
fun.
Yeah, yeah, but I'll probably start pushing and promoting that here soon. Like I said, I'll just have to pick a weekend and go with that.
I think that was the first or second time I've ever cashed in a sleeper
Event, yeah,
S.
you did pretty solid. What'd you end up finishing in that?
I was
You made it
averaging
decent through the match play, didn't you? Or did you fall out in that?
match play. I was made it in the final four.
I thought you made the live stream. I
It
thought I
was
remembered you making the live stream.
me, Danny, Ian, and Andrew Carpenter.
That's right. That's right. Yep.
Yep.
I remember that now. Yep.
Then I fell out. Obviously, I gave up and I shot. I struck my last three
Yeah.
for the fun of it.
Yep. Ooh, it's a tough leap there.
But I was averaging, I think, like around 60, 70 for the
Yep.
qualifying.
Yeah. For those who don't know, low ball, the whole point of low ball is to get the lowest score possible. However, you have to hit a pin on every single shot. So if you throw it in the gutter on your first ball, it automatically will count as a strike. So, and you want to get your lowest score possible. If you hit a pin on your first shot and you throw a gutter or don't hit a pin on your second shot, it will count it as a spare. And so that's a fun welcome in from Rhode Island there, Mikey. From Warwick, Rhode Island. There you go. Welcome in from there. Enjoying some bowling on this nice Sunday morning. It is still Sunday morning for everybody.
Yeah, I hope.
Yep. Well, I mean, you never know. We've had people from, I think we had somebody from Australia watching our live stream yesterday. So that was fun.
Cool.
They were in a totally different day. I think it was Sunday morning for the. Yeah, I think it was Sunday morning for them while we were live streaming Saturday evening. So it's probably about the time it was now. We finally caught up to them.
So right now,
Yep.
It's Sunday night for them. They're going to bed right now.
They're probably that, or it may even be Monday morning. Or maybe, it may be like Monday night or like midnight or
Monday
something
morning
over there.
At like 2, 3 a.m.
Yeah,
in there.
exactly, something like that. But yeah, that was fun. I think we've had Australia before. We've had New Zealand before. We've had China.
London.
Yep, we had London. Yeah, I remember having a London.
Thank you so
much. Lots of fun. Thank you. Yep. You're welcome there, Mikey. All right, guys. Again, as Mikey did, let's see. We got 35 people out here. Make sure that you are liking and sharing this. See how many people we can get up to. We set a record yesterday. Oh. We had over 600 people watching at one point yesterday. We're at 35 right now, so I mean, I'm not sure that we're going to see ourselves get up to 600, but let's see if we can break that 100 mark. So share this around. Yesterday? Let's see. We went up to Polking South and live streamed the Miami Valley March Madness tournament that they run up there. Oh. That one was a lot of fun. That starts with 126 bowlers. Bowl 3 games, cut to 64 for one giant 64-person match play tournament. One game, total pinfall, move on. And so that was a ton of fun. Got into the semifinals and finals, live streamed those. Justin Harris and JT Teeters ended up making the finals, and JT Teeters ended up coming out the winner of that one. Very cool. But yeah, there were times we peaked at over 600 viewers at one point in time. That was insane.
Mhm.
Tons of fun.
Happy to have you too, Mikey.
Yep.
Yeah, I think today might be the best day for weather-wise. It's
Oh
sunny.
gosh, yeah. It's
It's
80s. It's supposed to get in the 80s today, which is insane.
and it's windy. It's a
Yep.
nice cool breeze. Because the last week, 2 weeks has just been crazy weather. Crazy. Out of the ordinary. Be like tornado winds one day, snow in the next,
Yeah.
blizzarding the next. It's gonna be low of 20, and then it's gonna shoot back up to 70 the next day. Definitely put me on a run for my money. And unfortunately, on a 15 and 16, Mr. Jeffrey G with the front seven. Steve didn't jinx it this time, but
Nope.
let the 7 pin, or sorry, the 4 pin.
Yep. 4-pin there. Still a
But
great run.
overall, I'll
Front
say
seven.
Randy and Jeff right there. They both have a good game going on right now.
Yeah, Jeff just really wishing he had, or Randy really wishing he had that
Big four.
first game back.
Oh,
That first
first
game
game.
when he shot like 170, I believe. He was under 200.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
At least you're
It'll
making it up. So this is like
pull
the
up.
three games combined from both players.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not the best set out of the 3 games. It's
Mm-mm.
all right.
All 3 total. Thank you. Just got handed the standings, so that'll be good.
Standing.
We'll go ahead and run through those here in just a second. Actually, this is from the single. We got the singles results and the current standings for the doubles. Give me
We
one
have
second. I'm
prize
doing scan.
listings.
Making sure we don't need to go mobile real quick. Nope, no 300s on the board left for this. Nope, we have one person I am going to be keeping an eye on. They currently have the front 6, so I'm not going to say a name so that if they don't miss it, I can't be blamed for jinxing them.
But hey,
But
it's at the 6th frame. It's not over, so you should be clear for time being.
yep. All right, looking at this, trying to see here. All right, so for this event, your Class A leaders for handicap are coming in at 1463. That is Donald Scudder and Terry Ciccone. They are also leading the scratch doubles for Class A at 1396. Class B doubles, Alan Runkle and Mike Ackerman are leading at 1458. And that is also leading scratch because they are both scratch bowlers. So 1458 leading that Class B. Class C, 1470 is actually leading both handicap and doubles. Ron Millinor and Brian Anderson. Nice. Standings as of yesterday's event. Obviously, we still have this shift and next shift to go. So 1470 out of those 2 leading scratch and handicap for Class C. Class D, 1479 is leading the handicap division, and that is Ed Fisher and Joey Baird. As well as then the scratch division for Class D is a 1407, and that is Charlie DeWald and Jay Reichwin. I probably butchered that last name, but I did my best. Class E for handicap is James Sefke and Charles Collier with a 1489. And Class E Scratch is Kenny Abner and Corey Zisch with a 1462. And then lastly, our super seniors, we have Edmund Escurdo and Gerard Errett at 1358 handicap. And then James Blunt and John Pickett Jr. at 1226 for the handicap division. So those are your current leaders across all of the divisions here. So I want to thank you guys for letting us run through those.
You really have to be averaging 240, 230 to be
Oh
getting
yeah,
up there. That's
yep.
is
With handicap,
insane.
I mean, a few of those divisions, though, scratch too was. That was I mean,
Oh
it
yeah.
takes a lot when you have a doubles event. It does. You got to put up a good score to win. It takes a lot to do it. So for the seniors that were just here 2 weeks ago, they do have the finals standings of that. With the Class A winner being Terry Ciccone, shooting 781 handicap and 750 scratch, winning both handicap and scratch divisions there. Class B, Mr. Gary Bauman, winning both the handicap and the scratch divisions as well, with a 737 handicap and a 723 scratch. Class C, we had Jackie Cyrus winning the um, handicap division with an 802. And then Class C scratch, the winner was David Wellage with actually it was a tie. David Wellage and John Dicker both shooting 754 scratch. Class D handicap, Keith Gooden shooting 829 handicap and also winning the scratch as well, shooting 813 scratch. When you shoot an 800, you have a pretty good shot of winning that division. As we get into the Class E handicap, as I say that, I'm wrong. Charles Collier shooting an 826 in handicap and an 817 scratch, winning both handicap and scratch division there. But also do want to give a shout out to Thomas Martin, who did manage to shoot an 813 both scratch and handicap, giving him a nice second place finish. Then we have the Super Seniors. Super Seniors handicap, James Burton winning with a 751. And then Super Seniors scratch, we had Willie Dean pulling out a 666.
Willie?
Final division, we do have women's. They did have a separate women's division, and that was won by Janice Hooks for both the handicap and the scratch division, shooting 723 with their handicap and a 637 as a scratch bowler. Thank you guys for letting me run through those.
Yeah, I'm looking at all of these.
Yeah, there's a
And
lot of
people
scores in here.
yes, the scores are really well, but the people where they're from is also very surprising to me as well. We have people from all the way from Indiana
Oh yeah,
to Mount Orab, Monroe.
yep. Yeah, they allow people to come in and bowl this. If you, all you have to do is you have to bowl in a league in
Yeah.
either Miami Valley, Greater Hamilton, or obviously Greater Cincinnati USBC. The Greater Cincinnati USBC has a very, very wide area. We do
Yeah.
all the way out into Indiana and pretty far out into Ohio.
And Kentucky
And it
as well. I
yep,
see
and down into Kentucky also. Yep.
Glencoe, Kentucky, Southgate, Lexington, Indiana.
Yep.
Very cool to see people are driving out all this way because that's a good hour and a half
Yep.
drive, depending.
So yeah, we get a lot of people from far and wide out here bowling these. All right, guys, as we are getting ready, we are coming down to the end of the second game. Like I said, I will be doing a scan here to see. I am still keeping an eye. We do have a front eight going on. So we do have that, and I am definitely keeping an eye on that down there
What are you
as he is
using
going
on
up.
your mobile device there to see all the scores on the screen?
Lane Talk.
Lane Talk.
Yep. Lane Talk will let you see that. However, I do think they have put it behind a paywall now, but I think it's like $40 for the whole year. And so, I mean, what you're able to see are once a game finishes for the free version, you're able to see what the scores are. So you can see that to where once it finishes, you can see what the scores are and see what they did. The only piece that's really behind a paywall right now is live scoring to see what it is at the game the same way as what's on the screen. The free version, as soon as the game ends, they post the score, and the free version can see what the scores are. You just can't see, like, okay, what do they have through the fifth frame of the game they're currently bowling? And so I get it because that's very helpful to me for this situation where I can see, okay, that's what he's doing. Since I'm not at the desk, I can't see the scores in the BLS system. I can see them. That's the next best thing.
Yeah, you don't gotta click on each individual frame to see all the scores.
Yep. Yeah, I can just scan and
It's really
scroll up
neat.
and down.
Does it give you notifications if someone has Front 9 or
No, it won't
haven't?
do that, but it just lets me see it. So it's kind of nice to have that. And also a good feature of it too for Lane Talk is you can actually track your own scores. You can tell it this I bowled this is mine, and it'll actually keep a lot of your statistics for you as well. So that's a really kind of cool feature of it. Yeah, like it'll keep your average, strike percentage, your leaves, your splits, what you leave, all that fun stuff. It's got a bunch of cool little things on it.
That's cool. See what you're
Yep,
leaving a lot of.
yep. Now I don't know if the paywall blocks the statistics or not. Since I've had it so long that I don't really know what's covered because they've made a lot of changes to what's free and what's not. So I will kind of put that out there.
Everything comes with a price these days.
Yes.
Yeah, my haircut now is like $25 now. I remember it used to be 14.
Here you go into
Crazy.
Great Clips.
Yep.
I was gonna say that sounds like Great Clips right there.
Yep, that's me. Might
Jeremy,
actually.
yes, we are using OBS for this. I'm using OBS and I'm linking through Restream. Honestly, what I need to do, because we used to dual this across YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook, but now I'm using TikTok's Live Studio and just using a virtual camera from OBS. So what I probably need to do is just directly link to YouTube because we've decided the main thing that we run into is we do run into some bandwidth issues in the building. And so streaming it to 3 or 4 different places was pulling us down. So that's why we are no longer doing that. So but we are still at YouTube and TikTok. But I am using OBS, yes. Honestly, I'm using OBS, and then I'm also one of the ways that we're able to get some of the cameras. We actually use a lot of cell phones as cameras. So I'm using a capture card on a Sony Handycam, and then I've got a software that's called IV Cam that allows you to basically turn a cell phone into a. It was meant as a cell phone as a webcam, but it's so clear that we're able to use it as a camera for this, which is basically, I mean, it uses the webcam anyways. Yeah, yeah, Jeremy, that is the one issue that we do run into in some buildings is the bandwidth. Um, Yesterday we were actually able to do it through a MiFi. It was a 5G MiFi, but it actually worked really well. The bowling alley we were in told us they were unable to give us the Wi-Fi, which that's neither here nor there. But luckily we did. The people running the tournament that we were live streaming did have a MiFi, and we were able to use that. But if the
Nice.
biggest thing would be to when you're in the building that you're trying to stream from is just run a speed test. As long as your upload is over 20 megabytes a second, you should be fine to stream, especially if you're just doing a single stream. As long as you're uploading at 20 or more, I don't see you having any issues at all.
I wonder if you can find like a very strong personal hotspot if you are hopping alley to alley and use
Yep.
that.
Oh, yeah, you can. I do know that some of the people that used to do that, Todd McGill, when he was running tournaments all over the place, he had a T-Mobile hotspot. The one issue that he would run into periodically, I think he ran into this at Eastern Lanes, is some bowling alleys, some of the older ones, are basically just giant metal buildings.
Oh,
And so it really ended up blocking a lot of his signal. So the biggest thing on that, yeah.
that's where you just stream outside and get some binoculars.
Yep.
And look at the lens and call it a day.
Yep. Yeah, Jeremy, the other thing that would be fun, so this is being an open, yeah, definitely Faraday cages in some of those buildings. So this one being more of an open type event, that's why we have just kind of 2 lanes up right now. It just made more sense since there wasn't a finals. You mean you could kind of sort of see scores. If you actually go back into our page, it's not on TikTok, but if you go to YouTube, the same thing on YouTube, NWL tournaments. if you look back at our live, and really the best one, just look at yesterday's. It'll say Miami Valley USBC. That one is the one I'm most proud of figuring out. I mean, I'm not to try and like do anything, but that's the one I really enjoy because what we do is we actually take a cell phone down the lane and have a down lane camera. We have a camera that points and zooms in on the scores, and then we have a main camera like what you see here. So if you go pop over to our YouTube channel and look there, you can see our standard like finals or stepladder finals stream setup, and that one I really enjoy that. We've had a lot of compliments on that because that downlane camera is just fun.
Mm-hmm. It is a lot of fun. And don't count yourself short, Steve. You do a lot of great things here. Do a lot for the live streaming service and Northwest Lanes.
Yeah. I don't want to sit there. Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love seeing you run
down the lane without that camera.
Yep.
See, whenever I did it, I put it in front of the camera.
Yep.
So whenever the ball was going out, it would count out the second shot because the camera was in the way, or count out the strike sometimes.
Yep.
That was some miscommunication, but yeah, it was.
It happens.
This is why you do it.
Yeah. Well, the first time or two you do it, like I know I've had some issues that I've figured things out, but I've just been doing it for. I want to say it's coming up on 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. Yeah,
it's been almost 2 years that I've been helping Wayne out with these live streams. We were just figuring that out a few weeks ago. We were talking about that. It's crazy to realize because he's like, "Yeah, I've been doing this for about a year," and I was like, "I think it's been almost 2 years," and it has been almost 2 years that we've been doing this together, live streaming through the OBS software. Because Wayne's been running these tournaments now, coming up on 3 years, I think, 3 or 4 years actually.
And you're
I think he's coming up on 4 years, and he used to just to get it out there and try and promote it. He would literally just turn his cell phone on and live stream on Facebook. Mm-hmm. He'd just click go and talk to his cell phone by himself. Yeah, we've evolved it into this. Yeah, anytime, Jeremy. And if you want to reach out and ask any questions as you're trying to do a live stream or set one up, feel free to reach out to me through here or over on YouTube or whatever, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you kind of run into. Like I said, I've been doing this a while, so definitely can tell you all the different things that we use and kind of bounce some ideas off each other if you want to. The other thing to know that I've used using this and everything, and having the different setups for the microphones, we do use voice meter. Voice meter is what I use there. Just throwing that out there because we're able to have as many. If we wanted to, we could have as many as 5 headsets going at any time, as long as they're hooked into the computer. But we typically have 3 is the most that we use, but we can have up to 5 with voice meter potato is actually what it's called. When you look into them, they have different foods. I don't know why. They have a banana, they have a potato. Potato is the one that gives you the most, and they're all free. So they ask for donations, but you can skip that. I'm getting pretty close with as much as I've used it. Okay, ceremonic setup. Yeah, I've seen people use those, but yeah, I was able to figure it out all with software, so it worked out. So, yep. Good shot there by Jeff to start off that third game.
I should have brought my Northwest Lanes.
All right. Yep. All right. I am probably going to be sending.
Oh, am I being sent?
Yes, we're sending you down. Let me make sure I get this set up.
What lane is it on?
2728. No, you're not getting my Samsung wallet.
I'll take it.
I'm sure you would, but luckily it's old and it doesn't have an active.
Take it for bragging rights.
There we go.
You want? Oh, okay, okay. Let's see. Perfect.
All right, guys. So. All right, sorry to make it. We are going to be going down lane here. We are going to be bringing you a live view of somebody going for 300. Chris Wellman is on the front 9. Once that is set up, I believe you can still hear me, right, Neo?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yep. You're getting just to the edge down there of where this thing will reach, but it's fine. Yeah, you're getting a little cut out, so we can't quite hear you, but it's fine. As long as you get set up down there, I'll see when he's getting ready to step up, and I'll switch over and turn that camera on. So again, guys, we are getting ready to go live on a mobile camera here to bring you that to see if he's able to finish out. He's got front 9 right now. He is not up yet, so we are going to go ahead and keep it here, let you guys keep watching 15 and 16. But I will be pulling up down lane here just in a second. All right, I believe he is getting ready to step up, so we'll pull this up here. Spellman stepping up here, and there we go. Got the first one. Let's see if he's able to pull off number 2 here. Number 2. All right, that's front 11 now. Going for one more here for Chris Wellman. Last shot here. Chris Wellman stepping up here with front 11. Put in there. Oh, got it a little right. It never came up the corner. 297, I believe. Great, great game out of Chris. Couldn't quite finish it off, but really, really good game. Great job. All right. Back to our lanes down here.
Thank you. Excuse me.
And you're back in microphone range again.
Let's go. I could hear you the whole time. Thank goodness.
Yeah, it's just, I think it's just the signal just gets a little choppy on the microphone down there.
But yeah, got a little too far out there on the right hand side.
Yep.
But overall, a very good score for this tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I believe, depending on what he shot game 1, he's probably got himself a shot at 800 down there. Nope,
Yeah, I
nope,
was
he doesn't.
curious. Oh, what did you shoot?
He shot a 189 game 1.
Oh,
So, I was wrong.
not what we like to see.
Nope, Gavin, we just live streamed that. He shot 297. Chris Wellman just missed it.
How was that angle? Was that a good angle for you?
A little bit more right, because when he was going, he was in front of the ball.
Hmm. There was two tables over there. One was kind of
Yeah.
too far to the right. It was like right in front of lane 30.
If you need to just hold it, that works too. Like it doesn't necessarily
Okay.
need to be set up on a table. Yeah. No worries. Yeah, just
Good deal. Good deal.
yep.
A shaky man sometimes.
Sometimes just holding this can be keep it a little less shaky. So you're not
Oh
holding it
yeah.
exactly.
You know what you all need?
What's that? A
A
gimbal?
gimbal.
Yep.
Yup.
I had a feeling you're.
Gimbal.
We'll see on that one.
My dad has one. It's very nice. Very cool.
Yep. Yeah, it's just we don't. I mean, we do enough of these events, but typically we're very stationary. We don't pull the mobile cam out quite enough to get to that level, but it would be something definitely fun to have.
Hey, I don't think I've ever seen a gimbal with a tripod set up like that to move
Now,
around with.
typically once you have a tripod, you're able to just set it to a certain way, and then that way it doesn't have movement, so there's no need for the gimbal at that stage. I have seen people they have things now with but it's more for like soccer and football and it has like AI software built in where it'll follow like the ball or
Oh,
whatever. Yeah.
that's cool.
So you just set it up on a tripod and it'll actually follow everything automatically for you.
That's crazy.
But yeah, luckily in bowling we can just stay with this. We're good.
But these people should be ending around at 150 to 12:50, 1 o'clock range. Have a good little
Yep.
hour break in between session 2.
Yep. Just enough time to oil and jump right into the next one.
Oh, yo, re-oil?
Huh?
We re-oil this?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yep. Yep.
Usually sometimes, but there's like 3 or 4 shifts. They'll keep the lanes break down sometimes.
Yep.
That's neat.
Yep. Yeah, because when they did the singles a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, they re-oiled between shifts. It actually worked out that the league, it was a week that every other week was not bowling. We only managed to fill up to like lane 19 and 20.
Oh,
And so the league that we bowl in bowls 21 or
mhm.
over, so we didn't have to oil. So it actually worked out pretty well. So lane man didn't have to come in and oil that night. He just had to
Yo.
just get in the back and
Mhm. Look pretty, I
run after
guess.
pins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chase pins, bowling balls, 180s, all that fun stuff. Pile ups, I mean, they're not 180s here, they're pile ups here. I always get it
I'll
mixed
say
up.
180s.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
180s.
It's just, yeah.
Pile-ups, pin jams,
Yeah, whatever we
pins in
want to
the
call it.
air, respots.
The pins aren't coming down.
Up yeah. Lane no working properly.
Yeah. Oh. Phil not quite able to get the 10 pin out there. Stepping up here. Let's see if Michael's able to make this split.
Oh.
Got a 5-10.
Mhm. Oh,
It's
hooked a
got a
little.
hook. Oh. It was
Very,
hooking. It was doing the
very
right thing. Just
close. It
not
was
quite
hooking.
enough. Yep. That hooked a little more than I thought it was going to when he let it go.
Same entire process here.
Do have see what Gary's able to do here. Bottom right of your screen. Mr. Gary Bauman stepping up. Oh, yep. I'm going to say the lanes are breaking down a little bit. Just a hunch.
Just just a wee bit more.
Yep.
If these low end lanes down here are hooking a little bit, I can't imagine what's going down on 29 and 30.
Yep. Definitely interesting. Yeah, everybody is in the third game now, so I'm going to scroll through. Let's see if we've got any eights on the board or 8 opportunities. That's probably the better way to put that.
Oh, hook. Very close on that 4-7-10.
Ooh. All right, so looking for anybody who's over 500 after 2. Oh, I got really like, holy crap for a second. I saw 581, but that is one of the people who were on the first couple of pairs that only had 3 teams, and they're actually done with all 3 games now.
Oh, and they had 581 for 3?
Yep. So I thought it was 581 for 2, and I was like, well, how did I not know about this?
You shot 300 and 281.
Yeah. Or 290. Yeah, you can get 291. That'd be weird. Yeah. That'd be an
Unless
interesting
you really
one.
tried
Yeah.
to get 291.
Throw front 11 and then hit
one
pluck
pin.
for 10 pin. Yeah, no.
Turned into a low ball game real quick.
We got Ricky Hayes was sitting at 514 after 2.
Another 4-7-10 on 15. 2 splits in a row. Even the left side's hooking too much.
All right, so that is it. Ricky Hayes, the only one with a shot at 800. Oh, nope, I take that back. I missed one. Corey Zish also has a shot at 800. He's sitting at 520 after 2. He's down on 26. Eric goes on 27. So all the high scores are on the very high end down there. See what
At
they're
least I
doing.
might be able to get my steps in today.
Oh, Ricky spared the first ball of the 10th frame, or first ball of the first frame, I meant. So in the first frame, so he's going to have to go sheet the rest of the way to get
He was
his.
at 514, right?
Yes. So he needed a 286. So actually,
Right,
he could throw the
804.
next 10 and throw a 6 count the last ball. And then Mr. Corey Zish. There he goes on 26. He started with a strike, so he's still got a shot there too. He needs 280, while Mr. Ricky needs a 286. Honest, welcome from Rhode Island again. You're the second person from Rhode Island there. Honestly, they're throwing a lot of different things. The one of my favorites you can see there on the screen is a spare ball with a picture of a bass on it. That's a lot of fun.
I love customized spare balls.
Yep. Honestly, I can't quite see down there. I do. The one I'm seeing, all I'm seeing right now are spare balls kind of in front of me. I'm seeing a lot of white dot. This ball going down the lane. Not really certain what that was. I'll try and see if we can figure that out and let you know. But this is.
Even a 5-7, snapping, pocket 5-15.
Yep. Pocket 5
Mr. Steve.
Yes.
I hope it's only on my end, but you are turning
are
into
you
a little bit of a robot.
Robot? Yep, that's fine.
Yeah. I hope it's just for me and.
Should be better now.
There you are.
Yep.
I found Steve.
Yep. Yeah, our software likes to go a little haywire sometimes. Just needs a little reset.
That's all right. And I'm hoping that I'm the only one that hears it, or that the live stream too. Do you know for sure?
Live stream probably heard it. Yeah, no worries, Ryan. I'll see if I can figure some of that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sightseeing for some bowling balls.
He's talking right now, but I got somebody right in front of it. Yep.
That's a red one over there.
Yeah, I see a phase 2 up on this up there. I see several different things. I see I just blank on a lot of bowling balls. That's a Motive Jackal Ghost, I believe, that just went down the lane for Jeffrey there.
See a Black Widow 3.0 over there.
Yep. See if I can figure out what Phil's throwing here. Oh, I know I recognize that, but I
Is that
don't know the name of it.
a?
Is it gold? It was the gold one. I just can't
I'm pretty
remember.
sure is that the Zen 25 gold.
No, did they have a gold Zen? I didn't remember there being
I'm
a
pretty
gold
sure
Zen.
they had a gold Zen.
I don't think so, but I could be wrong. And I think that was more red. That was gold and green. The Zen 25 was maybe gold and red.
Oh, the gold was red and black.
There goes I believe that was phase 2 Pearl that just went down the lane on 13. That was a great shot. Another really good shot there by John. Again, guys, as you're watching, I see we got about 20 people over on YouTube, 2 over on TikTok. Feel free to ask us any questions you have. I mean, obviously, you asked some of the bowling balls. We were able to kind of sort of not get great answers there, but we still had some. We were able to see some of what was going down the lane. Let you know that. But any questions on? So, Ryan, if you're a ball nerd, what's your favorite ball right now? What ball are you throwing when you're going to league or tournaments or whatever? Thank you, Jeremy, for that heart. Do appreciate it. Oh wow,
Ooh, that's a stone 8.
that was off to down there on the bottom. That was not nice. That was a great shot.
It looked good, but then he moved out of the way. Like, oh wait, that's an 8 pin. Hello.
Yeah. Yep. Another thing I'm gonna do here in just a minute, just because I would like to make sure that I get through that, because I missed it yesterday.
What is that?
That is our pet of the week.
Pet of the week.
Mm-hmm.
We have a pet of the week.
We do. All right, guys, real quick, like I just kind of mentioned, we're going to go ahead and do our pet of the week segment. Normally that's done between some rounds, but I'll go ahead and run that real quick here while we got this game going.
See, Ryan's thrown a hammerhead solid and a phase 2 pearl. Thrown at 14 pounds. Sorry to hear about your shoulder.
So our pet of the week this week is Fawn. Fawn has been within the Cincinnati Animal Care System for over 300 days. She's sweet, loyal, chill, beautiful, just really looking for her forever home. Her home requirements is she is a little bit of a dog selective. She prefers to coexist with other dogs, but she also prefers to have her space. So if you do have other dogs and want to meet her, all that's required is just coming into the Cincinnati Animal Care Shelter, bringing your dog with you, and letting them have a meet and greet, just so they can see how they interact and do on. She also is an adult-only home, 18 plus, but she is fully potty trained. She's 7 years old. She's sweet. She's loyal. She's quiet. She really doesn't bark much at all. Loves going on walks. Loves to just lay around and hang out in the sun. Super chill, low energy. Does still get the occasional zoomies here and there. Really does great in the car. The one thing we don't know is we really don't have info on cats. She hasn't been around a cat before, so can't really say for sure what her disposition is towards them. But if you are interested in Fawn, reach out to Foster at cincycare.org or go on to CincinnatiAnimalCare.org. Reach out to them and ask about that. CincinnatiAnimalCare.org, they are the local Hamilton County shelter. They are the shelter for the county. They have hundreds of dogs available, so even if fawn isn't for you, there are plenty of animals. Go onto the website, check out what they have, see if you're able to adopt anybody there today or anybody in the future. Constantly updating, always getting new dogs in, always getting that. So make sure to keep an eye on that. They do also have cats available if that's what you're looking for as well. So go ahead and head on over to CincinnatiAnimalCare.org and check out any animals you want. Or again, like you said, if you're interested in fawn, reach out at Foster at CincyCare.org to ask some questions about her. Thank you guys for letting me do that segment, and we're right back to bowling.
That's very cool. I did not know y'all had a pet of the week.
Yep. My wife actually volunteers at the animal center all the time, and so she sends me one every week, and we put that up there and keep promoting him.
That is sweet.
Yep.
Maybe if I get place my own, I may find an animal I might find.
There you go. I know where you can find one. 14-pound. What ball? What ball specifically? What's the first one? What's the first 14? Oh, hammer pearl. Sorry, missed that up above. Yep, hammer puts out a lot of good stuff. Yeah, the phase 2 pearl, I've heard a lot of good things about.
Very
the one that
strong.
we actually getting ready to, but we still haven't quite put out. We're going to be putting it out here soon. Is we're going to be raffling off a Storm Bionic here in the building.
Yes.
Storm Bionic is a lot of people want that bowling ball. That bowling ball has won 3 PBA events already this year. That single bowling ball has been used to win 3 of the PBA events this year, and I believe there's only been 5 events, so 3 of the 5 have been won by using that Bionic. So that Storm Bionic is a very, very popular bowling ball right now.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about it, but I actually don't know what ball this is.
Yep.
The symmetrical hybrid.
Yeah, it's a very, very strong cover on there. And actually, even though it's a symmetrical core, it's a very strong core. So, but it's a very, very good ball. A lot of people are shooting some really high scores with it.
Interesting. With a 4,000 grit finish, it's designed for a little bit more of a late reaction.
Yep.
But with a strong cover.
Yeah, it picks up. It's. I've heard a lot of really good things.
So it's wow, a 4,000 grit with mid-lane.
Oh, get it! Oh, wow. He had the 6-7 and actually hit the 6, just didn't hit the 6 hard enough. He hit it at the right angle, but just didn't have enough power to send it over into the 7 pin. It just kind of tilted over and barely made it over there.
Yeah, I may get this ball just for the cherry cobbler scent.
Yeah.
On paper, this ball looks good too, so I can see why people are enjoying this.
Yep. Yeah, it's done really well.
A continuous.
Oh, all right. Ricky Hayes did fall off. He did throw a spare in the 3rd frame, so he is off of 800 watch. Corey Zish still has the front 3, so he is still on it. But if he misses 1 strike anywhere in the next 7 throws, he is going to be out there. So he does need to throw the next 7 strikes. But again, as he steps up, if he does still have that opportunity in the 10th, we will be sending Neo back down there to bring us another live stream from a different pair.
I get my steps in.
Yep.
Maybe I'll send you down there.
Yeah. Hammerhead's a good one. Honestly, I'm throwing primarily right now, I am throwing a retired bowling ball, but I had it sitting in my closet for about 1.5 years. Just pulled it out about 4 months ago and got it drilled, pinned down, but I am currently, the ball I throw the most is a Tour Dynamics. The old Rotogrip Tour Dynamics. That has always been a very good bowling ball for me. Yeah.
That ball was good for me out of the box, but I just can't. I don't know. I can't wrap my head around that ball. Yeah. It doesn't react the way I used to throw it. Yeah, I've changed where I've thrown the ball.
Yep.
But
Yeah, I've now
I can
got
see why it's a good ball though.
I've got 3 800s with that bowling ball. Well, with that version of bowling ball, I had 2 with an old one that I had, and then I've now got 1 with this new one that I drilled 4 months ago. So
A ball I've been
definitely been
really
my
enjoying right
favorite bowling
now
ball.
is a Origin EX
Ooh, nice. Yep,
900 global.
yep, that's a good one. Yeah,
Love
the
that
other
ball.
one that I've been going to later in the block because I have to just get really far left, and so it gives me enough power to get down the lane and then still snap hard, turn hard enough to get in there because I have to move even my break point pretty far left. Has been the Hyperdrive Pearl. Hyperdrive Pearl has
Ooh.
been kind of my go-to in Game 3 of my league nights, just because, like I said, that league, so many people throw it straight up 10 that when I start to move left, if I still get it out to 10, it just jumps so hard off of there. So what I do is I have to move my break point into like 12, 13. And when you're playing those tight of angles, the Hyperdrive Pearl gets down lane so far it has enough power to snap and turn that corner hard enough to get me the carry that I need.
Yeah, for bowling the sweepers and getting past qualifying and later breaking down, a good ball that I need to wheel the lane for is my Hyper Venom.
Yep,
It's a
that's a good
symmetrical
one.
pearl. Love that ball. Very
Pick it up.
smooth back
Oh,
end.
Debbie
Very
hit
close.
close on that washout.
I did not know I shoot the left hand bowling.
I was unaware of that too.
But I need to figure out a good third ball for my bag. It is jumped. Right now is my IQ tour. I
Yep.
think I might put my physics blackout into it.
That's a decent one. The only thing is you'd have to like maybe put a little bit of shine on that because doesn't that one come at 2,000?
It's more later, so I can see it being up there in the high like 2,
Yeah,
3.
yeah. I think it
Definitely
was
more
one that
later.
yeah. Because I think I did that to mine. Is I think I took mine up to 4,000 because I just felt like the 2,000. I wanted it to be a little more down lane, and the 2,000 had it read a little bit too early for me, so I just took it up to 4,000.
But you want to know what I did take out of my ball bag? I don't know why, but my 300 ball.
Why would you take that out of the bag?
I don't know.
Okay.
My brain, I don't know, because whenever I shot that, I forgot how to bowl.
Yeah.
Like the next few days of trying to think about it, I just couldn't wrap my head around it. Do that same ball. I didn't want to throw the ball again, but
Yep.
it just felt so weird. And
Good pickup there by Jerry.
I might actually replace my IQ tour with that ball and see how it goes. And my
Yep.
Origin EX Hyper Venom and my that is a Hypercell fusion ball.
Interesting.
Rotogrip.
Yep.
Very good hybrid. Very strong
Oh,
hybrid.
just off the screen there on 11. You guys can see it down lane on the bottom of your bottom left. Good split conversion over there.
I feel like that Storm Bionics ball might be a newer and fresher than my current hybrid ball. So
Yep. That makes sense.
I only got one more week left in my league on Fridays.
Wow.
I'm very sad about that.
Yep.
Very sad. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my Fridays. Work from 9 to 6, and I go straight here. Then in my 9, go home. Back to work. Right back in the morning at 9 again. I have a whole night to myself. I might cry.
Aw.
Oh no.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, the late tap on the
Again,
9
over on
pin.
12, yeah. Over on 12 was a solid little carry down there. All right, Phil, get over there. There you go. Get that 7 pin out of there. All right, guys, we are starting to wind down here. Again, like I said, I am keeping an eye on that. If even when we finish here, if Corey down there is still going for that 800, we will stay on and bring that to you. He does still have front 5 down there, so it is still something we are keeping an eye on. So stay tuned. Even as we finish up here, we'll stay live and bring that to you if we need to. But as we do finish up here, if he does fall off, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. And if you enjoyed this, feel free to make your way back here at 2 o'clock. Maybe a little bit after 2. It might be about 2:15 or so, because I could see it taking a little bit of time to oil. So it might just be a hair later.
If
But
you can
right
get here
around
at
2 to
get here
2:30,
at 2.
yeah, we will definitely be back. Be back live streaming the next session, the next squad of this event, and the final squad of this event. So feel free to come back and check us out then. Again, we're still here. We're still staying here, but I just wanted to let you guys know who we're here. If you're enjoying this, that's where we're going. But yeah, so
I
we're
was just
able
about to
to.
ask that question too. What do you plan on getting some food, Steve?
I'm not sure. I like how she just asked you and didn't ask me.
I know.
I feel a little. I'm not sure how to take that. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Steve, do you want Subway?
I do. I think I would like some Subway. I'm gonna have to give her crap.
I would too.
Yep.
Where'd she go?
I'm not sure. She walked around that corner. I think I have her on Facebook, so I'm gonna send her a message.
As you should. I'll advocate. She go. This whispers too. Like, you want Subway? Yeah. She just sitting there, like, I'm
I
just
just
here, I
sent a
guess.
message. I just said, "Am I not good enough for Subway?" Good shot there by Jeffrey.
Oh.
Good cover that spare up. Yeah. Well, that's your own fault. You can't come and ask one person.
Yeah, right after you left, he was like, she didn't even ask me.
Yeah. See how it is. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Ooh, what's your lineup for Subway, sir?
I think I'm just gonna go meatball.
Ooh, the meatball sub is good.
Yeah. Might go even crazy and go meatball with some jalapenos.
Okay. See, my mistake is I'll be so hungry. I'll get Subway, get the Italian sub, or not the Italian, the meatball sub, and the sauce would be so hot, it would just burn my mouth.
Oh yeah. All right, sorry guys, we are still here. But yep, yeah, Joe, I agree. It shows where I rank. What's that? That's not very nice.
Yeah, I'll either do a meatball sub, or I'll do make my own. I get like chicken, turkey, and ham, provolone. Get some green peppers,
Green peppers
banana
are always solid
peppers,
too.
banana peppers, and black olives. A little bit of a hint of black olives. She's gonna get 10 sandwiches.
Yeah, that's what she said. That's hilarious.
They're gonna hate her.
Yep.
I'm very happy I don't gotta leave here.
Actually, I'm gonna take the jalapenos off. I changed my mind.
Yeah, I would like
I'll
to.
just do green peppers.
Yeah, I would like to talk to you on the next session without you just drinking a sip of milk every 2 seconds.
It won't be that bad. I'm good. Pickled jalapenos aren't that spicy.
I'm just gonna hear.
Yeah.
Like, wow, running mic. Mm. First time having Jocko's. I think it was 2 weeks ago. Have you ever heard of Jocko's?
Oh, Jocko's is delicious. I love Jocko's.
First time having that.
What'd
Oh
you
my
have?
goodness.
Did you just get chicken or?
No, so my work provides food every Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
And so we got Popeyes yesterday, and then we got Jocko's the week before, and they'll cater from every place that we get. So there was chicken, fish, hush puppies, all the
Very
sides
nice.
galore. The fries.
Yep.
Oh, I was like, oh my goodness, why is this good? Why is their fish so much decent? Yes, I forgot that part. Thank you.
See, I was nice. I just went on. I gave her the exact order.
There, you got your answer.
All right, gonna go down again. Like you guys, we are finishing up here.
I'm sorry, I'm prioritizing the
Yeah,
live
we're doing
stream.
food. Yep, we're still here. They're still talking. We're still asking.
Oh yeah,
You
100%.
guys are still free to ask us questions. Feel free to talk. We're wrapping up here, but like I said, we will be back at 2:00, maybe a hair after 2, but we will be back. So keep an eye out for that. We will have one more shift of this. And if you guys are unable to make it back from that, we will be back doing our normal stepladder finals of the Sunday Sweeper next Sunday. That's typically sometime between 3 and 4 o'clock that we go live for that one. Just all depends on when. It really just comes down to how many people we get. And
Yep. You could either
how
have
long it
60,
takes to get through
70 or like
qualifying.
30, 40.
Yep. And honestly, it wouldn't surprise me next week. We'll probably end up closer to the 30, 40 range. We may beat that. We'll see. But I do know there is an event going on over at Crossgate that does take quite a few people, and they have a really good event going on there next Sunday. So I could see it kind of pulling some of our bowlers away. But either way, we'll still have fun.
And I'll be here.
It'll be a good time. It'll be the day before my birthday, so it'll be my birthday sweeper.
So next Monday is your birthday?
Yes.
Are you turning like 45?
Thanks for that. Thanks for that.
Sorry,
No.
Steve.
No.
You gave me a layup and I just kind of.
Yep. Actually, you were as much as you made a joke, you weren't terribly far off. I am turning 39.
39?
Yep.
I was going to guess like at least maybe like 35, 36, somewhere in there.
Yep. I'll take that.
Yep, all right, cool. I like that.
39.
39. Yep. Wow.
So next year's a fun one.
my dad is 42.
Oh, nice. I don't like that.
So
You're almost basically telling me that I could be your father, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Dad? No. Anyways, back to the live stream.
Yeah, back to bowling.
Back to bowling.
Like I said, so Corey is still going down there. So once again, guys, stick around. If he makes it into that 10th frame,
10 or front 11.
He doesn't need the front 10.
Front 10.
He needs the front 10. And
really,
once he gets the front 10, he's fine. Actually, no.
Front
once
10
he
high
gets,
count.
No, doesn't even high count. He could go one spare and still get it. That'd be a 281. He only needs a 280. He could go gutter spare.
Gutter spare.
He could go front 10 gutter spare and still shoot 800.
Wow. The clutch for an 800.
Another one. He's got front 8 down there, so he needs 2 more.
And like you said before, if you hit 800, you are up there for scratch/handicap.
Oh, for sure. And depending on what his, the only question would be what his partner is doing.
Ooh.
Corey, let's see. He's bowling with Willie Dean down there, so I mean, Willie could put up some scores now.
Because think about it, if the top score is around the 1350 to 1450, and you're shooting 800. All you gotta do is shoot 6.
Yep.
And you're right in there.
Yeah, Willie Dean does not look super happy down there though. So, but we'll see what he's doing.
Let's see the front 7. I see an open, a spare. I think a 3-bagger, and another spare again.
Yeah, he's not even on pace for a. He's got a shot at a 600, but he was only sitting. He was under 400 after 2. I think he was sitting around 385.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And so I mean, hey, a high 13 is still good. You're cashing.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to take any sort of leads, but they can definitely work their way into a cashing spot for sure.
100%. Yeah, in all reality, if someone has a really good series, high 7 or even 7.
Yep.
There's you leave a lot of opportunities for your teammate to make up for bad shots.
Yeah.
All right.
Our food delivery is on its way to get it.
Yes. Food. After we get out the end live here, just walk around, get my legs moving, use the bathroom, get a refill.
Yep. All
rejuvenate.
Good things.
All good things.
Yep. Get my water bottle and actually bring it into the booth. Oh, it's right there. Hey, look at that. I don't know if there's anything in it. I forgot that I did bring it in here.
And just like that, she is hydrated.
I'm going to be hydrated.
I might give you some caffeine here soon. Are you a caffeine connoisseur, Steve? I can't hear you. Oh, okay, cool.
As long as you can hear what I'm saying, yeah.
There we go. What? 20 years? You've had a drop.
I haven't drank it regularly. I go years having it, but I'll like.
Yeah.
Theories out. Another time I had some. My wife had fun one day and went over to Jungle Gyms and got a 6-pack of random sodas you can get there.
Yes, I love doing those.
Caffeine, but I still wanted to taste them.
Exactly.
But I don't avoid. Honestly, what it came down to is I realized.
Yeah.
So I don't like the fact that I'm addicted to this. One of my favorite ones is
what? Peekaboo. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to repeat that.
Yep. Kind of in the same realm. Obviously, it's not, but it's citrusy, almost.
Okay. Yeah.
I got it just because of the name.
Yep. Same with that one right there. I got one. I got me a pack of 4. Jungle Gyms is you can just go there and not buy a thing and still have a great time.
Jungle Gyms. The key thing though is if you go up here, make sure you're feeling that location. One area called East Gate as well. It's still a ton of fun. It doesn't have the nostalgia, crazy build feel that Fairfield location. Fairfield location started as a much smaller building, and they kept adding on to it.
Yep.
And so it just is such a weird thing. So they built the one at East. It was set where normal strip mall giant into and built it in a better way.
Yeah.
Which is definitely more efficient, great for grocery stores. But if you're coming up just to explore and have fun, one in Fairfield is a better option.
It's awesome. So much fun. So much to do and see. Yeah, they host podcasts there inside the building. Yeah, Steve will feel left out if you don't give him a high five.
I'll be a little.
Food's a big one. Almost missed it. The cut, but the food. Yeah, I don't know if you heard of Pokemon Go. Yep, I'll hop on there. My little jungle gym run. A lot of fun. First started playing about 2 weeks ago. First time ever. I wasn't allowed when I was a little wee one to have the Pokemon Go. My parents didn't want me out there and about. They hear all the stupid things that teenagers are doing out, standing in the middle of train tracks, getting hit by cars, going trespassing property. Yeah.
All the stupid stuff that teenagers was on the list. I'll take Pokemon Go over some.
Oh, of things like nowadays, 100%. Okay.
But I do remember it made some go off of anything that people would claim as historical, and it grabbed some historical sites off of like the internet.
Okay.
I remember one of the things that it randomly so made. There were a lot of stops, a lot of Pokeball stops.
Yes.
Think that do they still have those, or did they remove them?
There is a cemetery. If you go down Route 4 by go past Hamilton towards like Middletown and the bypass area, that big cemetery on the right, that's saying a lot over there. And I was like, wow, okay. And that intrigues people to go there and just to walk around on.
I guess being a little too loud for the area that they're in.
Mm-hmm.
Livestream.
How are you? Oh man, she's gone.
Bill 179, Gary's 250.
Yeah, going back to the caffeine subject, I've surprisingly done well for myself with the caffeine intake. I'm not dependent on it, which I once used to be. All I do now is like learning this new work schedule. Like morning, I'll have a cup of coffee, and that's all I have for the whole entire day. May have like one actual energy drink once or twice a week, and rest is ice.
Factory.
Hmm.
Small boy monster.
Yep.
And he said, lunch. He'll come in and set 2 of those down.
Yep.
And drink 2 at lunch.
Yep.
And then drink 2 or 3 more before and after lunch through the day. So he said he goes through like 6, 7 of those a day. That's good for your heart.
No, it isn't. And unfortunately, I do have that high caffeine tolerance. It's a pluses and minuses to it, but I'm very happy I did dip down from it. But I was one of those guys who would have 3 bangs a day, 3 monsters a day, like 4 or 5. Hello, hello. Ooh, no bueno. Mm. Ooh, ooh. Oh, Seems like Michael always has it figured out in his 9th and 10th frame. Then he's like, why couldn't I do this? 7th, 8th? Ooh. You don't want that first ball in the 10th. Do it because you can. There you go. Yeah. Uh-huh. Nasty sweat. Fuck. I almost made the 4-6-7 one time. Smacked the far left side of the 4-pin and it slid right behind the 6-pin. Throwing a 12-pound ball at like 26 miles an hour. It was not pretty. I hurt my fingers. All right, I'm being sent. Let's go fly a kite.
Just remember, you're always older than I am. Thursday, yeah. Hey, come on, wait.